As we age, life slows down, offering us more time for reflection, healing, and growth. Silence, more than just the absence of noise, becomes a powerful tool for reconnecting with ourselves, accessing deeper wisdom, and finding peace and purpose. For those between the ages of 55 and 80, silence allows us to explore who we are, heal old wounds, and create clarity. This guide will explore the transformative power of silence, its scientific grounding, and how it can enhance our relationships, bring coherence, and lead to spiritual awakening. 1. How silence transforms the world around you. The changes that silence brings are not limited to our internal experience. As we cultivate inner stillness, we begin to notice subtle shifts in the world around us. Life, which may have once felt overwhelming or chaotic, begins to flow more smoothly. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable now feel manageable, and situations that used to cause frustration or anxiety no longer have the same hold on us. One of the most noticeable transformations occurs in our relationships. When we practice silence, we become better listeners, not just to ourselves, but to others as well. In the quiet, we develop a heightened sense of awareness, which allows us to be fully present in our interactions. We begin to listen not just to the words people say, but to the emotions and intentions behind those words. This deep listening fosters a sense of empathy and understanding that can strengthen even the most strained relationships. In silence, we also become more attuned to the beauty and wonder of the world around us. We notice the small details that we may have overlooked in the past. The way the sunlight filters through the trees, the sound of birds singing in the morning, or the feel of a cool breeze on our skin. These moments of connection to nature and the present moment bring a sense of joy and gratitude that is often missing in the busyness of everyday life. This transformation extends beyond our personal relationships and into our broader communities. As we cultivate inner peace, we become a calming presence for those around us. People may not know why, but they are drawn to our quiet strength. They may seek our advice, our companionship, or simply our presence. In this way, our practice of silence can have a ripple effect, spreading peace and calm to the people and spaces we touch. Moreover, silence has a way of opening doors to new opportunities. When we are grounded in stillness, we are better able to see the possibilities that exist around us. We become more open to life's serendipities, the chance encounter that leads to a new friendship, the unexpected idea that sparks a creative project, or the invitation to try something new that we might have otherwise overlooked. In this way, silence helps us live with greater awareness and receptivity to life's unfolding mysteries. 2. The gift of silence, rediscovering yourself in the quiet. In the earlier stages of life, our identities are often wrapped up in the roles we play: parent, professional, spouse, friend. These roles, while fulfilling in many ways, can also be demanding, leaving little time for introspection. The to-do lists, responsibilities, and societal expectations can drown out the quiet voice inside that tells us who we are at our core. Now, with the pace of life slowing, silence offers a golden opportunity, the chance to rediscover ourselves beyond the roles we've played. Imagine yourself sitting in a room, the world outside bustling with its usual noise. But inside, it's quiet, completely quiet. In that moment of stillness, your thoughts have room to breathe. Memories surface, not in the chaotic way they often do when we're busy, but gently, offering themselves for reflection. These memories may bring with them a range of emotions: joy, nostalgia, regret, even pain. But in silence, we have the ability to view them with a sense of distance and compassion. In this stage of life, silence becomes a mirror, reflecting back to us the person we've become through years of experiences, triumphs, and challenges. It asks us to consider, what parts of myself have I neglected? What dreams have I set aside? What new passions might I pursue now that time and freedom are more abundant? Silence doesn't demand answers immediately. It simply opens the door for these questions to arise. For many, This rediscovery is not about embarking on an entirely new path, but about nurturing the parts of ourselves that we may have forgotten. Perhaps it's returning to a hobby we loved in our youth, painting, writing, gardening, or exploring something entirely new that piques our curiosity. Silence provides the space for these passions to emerge, reminding us that growth and self-discovery are lifelong processes. In addition, silence offers the gift of acceptance. As we look back on our lives, we may feel regret or sadness for things that didn't go as planned, but in the quiet moments, we can also find forgiveness for ourselves and for others. We realize that we've done the best we could with the knowledge and resources we had at the time. Silence teaches us to be gentle with ourselves, to let go of perfectionism, and to embrace the imperfect beauty of our journey. 3. The science behind silence, a new pathway in the brain. While the benefits of silence have been known for centuries, modern science is now beginning to catch up. Recent research in neuroscience and psychology has revealed the profound impact that silence can have on the brain. For older adults, this is especially encouraging, as it shows that even in later life, we have the capacity to continue growing, learning, and evolving. One of the most significant findings in this field is the concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections and pathways throughout life. This means that, contrary to what was once believed, the brain does not stop growing or changing as we age. Instead, it remains adaptable, capable of creating new patterns of thought, behavior, and emotional response. Silence plays a key role in promoting neuroplasticity. When we engage in practices like meditation, mindfulness, or simply sitting in quiet reflection, we give the brain a chance to rest and reset. In this state of rest, the brain is able to process information, solidify memories, and create new neural pathways that support positive thinking, emotional resilience, and creativity. For older adults, this is particularly important because it means that silence can help maintain cognitive sharpness and emotional balance. Studies have shown that regular meditation and mindfulness practices can improve memory, attention, and problem-solving skills, as well as reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. In addition, silence has been shown to reduce the production of cortisol, the stress hormone that can impair cognitive function and contribute to a range of physical health problems. But the impact of silence goes beyond the brain's biology. Quantum physics suggests that our thoughts and emotions emit frequencies that interact with the energy field around us. When we are in a state of inner turmoil, filled with stress, worry, or anger, we emit a kind of static that disrupts the flow of energy. But when we cultivate silence and stillness within, we become clear channels for higher frequencies, allowing us to tap into the infinite possibilities of the universe. Think of silence as a tuning fork for the mind. When we are quiet and still, we are able to tune into a higher frequency, a frequency that resonates with peace, creativity, and abundance. This resonance not only affects our internal experience, but also has a ripple effect on the people and environments around us. We begin to attract positive experiences, ideas, and relationships that align with our highest good. 4. How silence transforms relationships and community. One of the most profound ways silence impacts our lives is through its effect on our relationships. In a world that often prioritizes talking over listening, silence teaches us the art of true communication. When we practice silence, we learn to listen, not just to words, but to the emotions, needs, and unspoken truths of others. This kind of listening deepens our relationships, creating bonds that are based on understanding and empathy. In silence, we develop the ability to be fully present with the people we love. Whether it's a conversation with a spouse, time spent with a child, or a moment shared with a friend, silence allows us to engage more deeply. We are not distracted by our own thoughts or reactions. Instead, we are able to truly hear and connect with the other person. This presence fosters a sense of trust, intimacy, and connection that can transform even the most strained relationships. Silence also gives us the space to reflect on our relationships with compassion. We may have experienced conflicts, misunderstandings, or disappointments in the past, but in silence, we can view these experiences with a sense of forgiveness and acceptance. We realize that everyone is doing the best they can with the resources they have, and we are able to let go of grudges or resentments that may have been holding us back. Beyond our personal relationships, silence can have a transformative effect on our communities. As we cultivate inner peace, we become beacons of calm and stability for those around us. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate peace, and our silent presence can inspire others to explore silence in their own lives. We may not need to say anything at all. Simply being a living example of the power of silence can create ripples of positive change in our families, neighborhoods, and communities. 5. How to build a habit of silence in daily life. Incorporating silence into your daily life may seem challenging at first, especially if you are used to being busy or surrounded by noise. However, the beauty of silence is that it doesn't require a lot of time or effort. It can be practiced anywhere, at any time, and in any circumstance. The key is to start small and be consistent. Begin by setting aside just a few minutes each day for silence. You don't need a special space or elaborate setup. Simply find a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As you inhale and exhale, allow your mind to settle. If thoughts arise, gently acknowledge them without judgment, and then return your focus to your breath. At first, your mind may feel restless, and it may seem difficult to quiet your thoughts. This is completely normal, especially if you are not used to sitting in silence. The goal is not to empty your mind, but to observe your thoughts without becoming attached to them. With practice, you will find that the mind naturally begins to quiet, and you are able to enter deeper states of stillness. As you become more comfortable with the practice, you can gradually extend your silent periods. Aim for 10 to 15 minutes of silence each day, and then increase the time as you feel ready. However, don't worry too much about the length of time. Even just a few minutes of true presence can have a profound impact on your state of mind. You can also integrate moments of silence into your daily routine. Perhaps you take a few minutes of quiet reflection in the morning before starting your day, or you pause for silence before a meal. You might also choose to spend a few minutes in silence before bed, allowing your mind to unwind and prepare for rest. Over time, you may find that silence becomes a natural part of your day, and you carry its stillness with you even in busy or stressful moments. 6. Embracing the journey of silence as a path to spiritual awakening. For many, the later stages of life bring with them a deep desire for spiritual connection. As we move through the years, questions about meaning, purpose, and legacy often arise. Silence provides a sacred space to explore these questions, offering a gateway to spiritual awakening. In silence, we may experience moments of profound insight or realization. These moments are often characterized by a sense of oneness with the universe, a feeling that we are not separate from the world, but deeply connected to it. This sense of connection brings with it a profound peace, a knowing that we are part of something larger than ourselves, and that our lives have meaning and purpose beyond the physical realm. For some, this spiritual connection may manifest as a deepening relationship with God or a higher power. For others, it may be a connection to nature, to the universe, or to the mystery of existence itself. Whatever form it takes, silence allows us to touch the divine, to experience the sacred in the ordinary moments of life. Spiritual awakening through silence is not about seeking enlightenment or achieving a certain state of being. It is about surrendering to the present moment and allowing ourselves to be fully open to the experience of life as it unfolds. In silence, we let go of the need to control or fix things, and we trust that everything is unfolding as it should. This sense of trust brings with it a deep inner peace, a peace that is not dependent on external circumstances, but comes from within. It is the peace of knowing that we are exactly where we are meant to be, that our lives have meaning, and that we are connected to the infinite. 7. The benefits of silence: clarity, healing, and peace. In a world that constantly demands our attention, silence is a radical act of self-care. It allows us to step away from the noise and reconnect with the essence of who we are. One of the most immediate benefits of silence is the clarity it brings. When we're not bombarded by distractions, our minds have the space to settle. It's like stirring up a glass of muddy water and then allowing it to sit. Over time, the sediment falls to the bottom and the water becomes clear. This clarity is incredibly valuable, especially as we age. In the quiet moments, we can reflect on our lives with a sense of perspective that wasn't possible during the busier stages of life. We can look at our past choices, both the ones we're proud of and the ones we may question, with a new sense of understanding. Silence gives us the opportunity to ask, what have I learned from these experiences? How have they shaped me? And perhaps most importantly, how can I use this wisdom to live more fully in the present? For many older adults, silence also provides a space for healing. Over the course of a lifetime, we accumulate emotional wounds, grief, loss, disappointment, and regret. These wounds, if left unaddressed, can weigh heavily on our hearts. In silence, we create a safe space to bring these emotions to the surface. We don't need to solve them or fix them. We simply need to acknowledge them with compassion. As we do, we may find that the weight begins to lift, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart. In addition to emotional healing, silence offers physical benefits as well. Numerous studies have shown that periods of silence and mindfulness can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve immune function, all of which are crucial as we age. The body responds to silence with a kind of deep relaxation that allows it to repair and restore itself. Over time, this can lead to better sleep, increased energy, and an overall sense of vitality. Perhaps the most profound benefit of silence is the sense of peace it brings. In the quiet moments, we come to realize that we don't need to be constantly doing, achieving, or proving ourselves. We are enough, just as we are. Silence reminds us that life is not about how much we accomplish, but about how fully we experience each moment. In the stillness, we find a deep well of peace that is not dependent on external circumstances. It is a peace that comes from within, from knowing that we are connected to something larger than ourselves. E8. Achieving coherence, aligning thoughts, emotions, and body. Of being. This is known as coherence, a state in which your thoughts, emotions, and physical body are all aligned and working together harmoniously. When you are in coherence, there is no internal conflict. Your mind is clear, your emotions are balanced, and your body feels at ease. This state of coherence is deeply transformative. In coherence, life feels easier. Decisions come with clarity, challenges are met with resilience, and interactions with others flow naturally. This is because in coherence, we are no longer pulled in different directions by conflicting desires or thoughts. Instead, we are centered in our true selves, and our actions come from a place of inner alignment. When we are in coherence, we become magnets for positive experiences. Life begins to unfold with a sense of ease, and opportunities seem to arise effortlessly. This is not a coincidence, but a reflection of our internal state. When we are aligned within ourselves, we are better able to navigate the external world with grace and confidence. Coherence also has a profound effect on our health. When our thoughts, emotions, and body are in alignment, we reduce the internal stress that can lead to physical ailments. Our bodies function more efficiently, our immune system is strengthened, and we experience greater overall well-being. Achieving coherence is not about perfection. It's about being in tune with ourselves. There will be moments when we feel out of balance, and that's okay. The practice of silence helps us return to a state of coherence more easily and more often. Over time, we become more resilient to life's ups and downs, and we are able to maintain our sense of peace and alignment even in the face of challenges. Conclusion: silence as a gateway to a fuller life. As you move through this stage of life, silence can be your most powerful ally. It is not an escape from life, but a way to engage with it more fully. Through silence, you can rediscover who you truly are, heal the wounds of the past, and create a sense of peace and purpose that carries you forward. Remember, silence is always available to you. Whether it's a few minutes of quiet each morning, a silent walk in nature, or simply sitting with your own thoughts, these moments of stillness have the power to transform your life in ways you may not have imagined. So, embrace the journey of silence. Allow it to guide you, heal you, and connect you to the infinite possibilities that lie within and around you. In silence, you will find everything you need: peace, joy, fulfillment, and a deep sense of belonging to the universe. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you find these stories inspiring and motivating, please comment 1. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.